All right, morning, everyone. I'm going to give it just a couple minutes and try and get everybody in here before I start because it's really hard to stop what I'm doing at a machine and let somebody in that was late. We've got a few people left to still come in, but we will get going in a minute here. Jen. This is 241. Brody and Joe. A couple more people. I'm going to go ahead and pull these plans up. All right. So, okay. Where's this? There's Braden. So, here's what we're doing today. Okay. Um, basically, there is, let me share the screen. So, basically, what I have, oh, come on, this silly thing. Okay. I've decided that I'm not working on the upper cabinets today. What I've done is I'm going to start on the lower cabinet that has the drawers in it. I've got the two sides, the top and the bottom, cut to size. Okay, so in other words, I have both the A's and the two B's. So what we're going to do this morning is we're going to create these dados because the way they space these dados is interesting. Um, you can have in this thing, there's somebody else coming in. What I didn't really notice at first was that although the spacing on these dados for the drawers themselves are equal, they're an inch and a half apart, the drawers are different sizes. So in other words, you could put any drawer any place you want. You could just have 5 or 6 of these small drawers, 2 or 3 of the medium drawers, 2 of the large ones, or 1 of each, and place them anywhere in whatever order you want. So I thought that was kind of interesting. So we're going to do, we should be able to get these dados done and the rabbits done for mounting it and the dados for the back. But the way they do this is a bit odd as well. Instead of sitting here and moving the fence for the next dado, doing the dado on both sides, move the fence, do the dado on both sides, they have these spacers, okay? And these spacers are an inch and a half wide. And what you do is you rip your first one and then you start adding spacers. Now I've done it a little bit differently than they have it, but it still comes out exactly the same in the end. So it's kind of an interesting way of doing it. There's also a quiz at the end of today that has questions regarding the plans on the lower chest. And I think there may be a question or two about the drawers. Okay, so I've got 2 more people coming in. If you lose internet or something like that, I will end up posting this online. And the quiz is just 5 questions. It's pretty straightforward, and it uses the plans as a reference for its questions. All right, so you should be able to see the dado saw right now, and we'll go ahead and get started. So the first thing I did was I set up the stack dado set to cut 1/4 inch wide dados that are 3/8 of an inch deep according to the plans. Now I've marked out the locations of these drawer dados Okay, I don't know if you can see or not, but I've got some marks along here. And I've also marked I've got all my pieces marked. This is top left front. This is top right front. I've got the bottom and the top over there. So I've got everything marked. I know which way the dados go. I know which is the bottom edge. In other words, which is the edge that's going to be set against the saw. And I've got some spacers here. I thought this was going to be a little bit weird using these spacers to do this. So I did it with the blade lowered to see how this was going to work. It was kind of odd, really. I wasn't sure if this was going to work. So I've got this first one right here. I've got it. All right, so I think I've got it set where I want. Okay. That's just weird. I don't know why they're doing it the way with these spacers. I think it'd be just as easy to set the fence and do it, but I don't know. I figured I'd try it the way they have it. So that's going to be correct. They're going to go this way. Why is that? I just set this up this morning and it doesn't look the way it should right now. That just makes no sense at all. All right, so we're going to set it up just like this. All right, let's get going. We're wasting time, right? Right. This is going to have to go this way. Set this first one just where we want it. So when we run that, take one out, run the next, and by the time we get down to the bottom, let's make sure that's going to work right. There's the next to the last one. There's the last one. All right, ready to go. So the oddball thing was I kept thinking that these sticks were going to move as I did this, or slip out of the way or do something weird. Okay, so they don't seem as though they're going to. So here's how it works. Well, yeah, I do need that. So that's how it works, supposedly. We take the next one. I want pressure on the top. You guys can see that, right? The next one. And last one without in it. All right. There we are. Should be evenly spaced potatoes. All right. So there's that part. Now we move on to the top and the bottom. There's one more thing we're going to do to this. It's the same thing we do to the bottom. We have a 1/4-inch blade in there right now. There is a dado for the back. Let me pull it up so you can see. There's a dado for the back. And it looks to me, so if this is part B, a side, and this is part C, and this is part A, well, that's a funky way of putting it. What in the world? There's A, there's C. Hell no. So basically, it's 3/4 inch in from the edge. It's a 1/4-inch dado that is 3/8 deep. So the blade's already set for 3/8 deep. It's already set for a 1/4-inch dado. So all we have to do is put the inside of the blade 3/4 of an inch from the fence and run these dados along here that will accept the back. Okay, so 3/8 from the fence. I'm sorry, 3/4 from the fence. Pretty straightforward. There's that. So we're gonna have, it looks as though, here's the top. So I guess these are a little backwards. Left. So this is the back edge on both. Back edge, back edge. Back. There's our top and bottom. I've already got this marked. There'll be a dado here. There'll be a dado here. I just kind of marked where they're going to go. So if I just go ahead and set these in the right orientation, then there should be no problem. Supposedly, right? No problem at all. Just be ready to go. 3/4 away from the blade, 3/8 deep, 1/4-inch dado, everything marked and ready to go. All right. Try to keep the pads over the blade. Try to keep a consistent pressure on it so the dado stays the same. These boards aren't perfect. There's slight warp, very slight, but it helps. Make sure you clear the blade completely when you move it off. You end up taking a chunk out of the bottom corner, like that here. Okay, got my right head. Like that. My correct edge. And there we go. All right. So that's all the 1/4-inch wide dados. Our next trick is to create rabbets. I should have had the screen on for you guys. That was stupid. Now we need to create these rabbets. They are 1/2 inch deep. So let's stop the share. So we're going to create the rabbits now. They're 1/2 inch deep. They're 3/4 wide. So we'll swap out the dado set. 3/4 dado. Spacer, spacer, shipper. Outer blade. Put the nut back on the arbor. We don't use a lot of pressure down. Hopefully you guys remember that. It's just light sinks down and nut. Yeah. All right, 3/4 of an inch in. Is that all right? That looks a little odd. Yes. Quarter of an inch. And we're going to do it on a test piece first. Make sure we get it right. I'd rather take too little off on the first pass. I forgot, it's a 1/2 inch deep. It's easier to set it this way first. Always go up to your height, never lower the blade to get your height. 3/4 inch. I'm going to set it shy of 3/4 of an inch, just a little bit, because none of this plywood is a perfect thickness. They're always quite a few thousandths under or over what they're supposed to be. So if it's supposed to be 3/4 inch thick, it's usually 15 thousandths over or under that. So you have to kind of dial in your. Can't do that. Grab a side, see if it fits. Yeah, see, I took too much off. So these are really not even close to 3/4 thick. Like a 1600. That and this other edge. This edge is bad. I don't want to accidentally go by that one again. Yeah, that's it. That's what I want to do. So I'm not quite enough. 32nd of an inch or so. Going the wrong way. I'm not open. Try that. That's the one we're working on. Always sneak up to your kit. Nailing it on the first try. That's the first step setting is pretty slim. A little more to go. I'm using the 32nd or an inch marks on this rule, this letter rule here. Try and guess where I want to be. I can see how much it's taken off. It sounds like it's made, but I'm not sure. There's our fit right there. That's perfect. Okay, so let's set these up exactly how we want them. Okay, so this is the back. So these don't need them. The two sides don't need them, just the top and the bottom, right? Just the top and the bottom. The bottom is on the upper surface, the top is on the lower surface. I'm not mistaken, I think I have marks. Okay, so there's those. Yeah, I marked on the wrong side on the bottom. So it's gonna go like that. Okay, go there, like that, and like that. Now, I have a situation here. Does anybody know what my problem is here? I want somebody to try and figure out what the problem is here. Okay, I'm putting rabbits along these edges. Okay, what am I doing wrong? Anybody? Come on, you guys should know this. You should definitely know this. What am I doing wrong? Okay, I'm not set up to do this safely. Exactly, Max. Long edge is not against the fence. Okay, so it's going to take me quite a while to set up. I've got this set exactly what I want. I'm going to go ahead and cut these the way they are because I'm completely comfortable doing this with this current configuration. And the way it stands, I don't have time to set up the miter gauge. So as long as you guys understand that what I'm doing is not the safe way to do it, and you would never be doing this yourself in this shop, let's go ahead and see what happens. Maybe Brandon will take one in the stomach here. You guys can laugh through it. All right. There's my dado. There's my dado. Like Monday. There's one. All right. There's that. So what we should have, everything's gone to plan. You think everything's gone to plan? Generally doesn't. There's always something. So these goes at the bottom. So this goes like this. That's pretty good. Damn, Brandon, you're good. You guys can say it. I'm good. All right, stones here, right? Nice fit. Very good. Look at the back. There. All right, so I just need to cut it back. And we start making some drawers. Okay. There we go. That's going to be our bottom case. So that actually looks like it'd be a great box with all individual drawers for full sheets of sandpaper or something like that too. So that's something we can make another of and have full sheets of sandpaper under it. Okay. All right. So I have, let me share this screen here. Okay. When that little thing goes away, I can. So if you look on your modules page right here, modules, okay. There's a quiz you guys need to take. Okay, if you look under Tuesday, come on, this thing is annoying. I thought I put them here. I'm gonna go ahead and put them here. And we'll give you the plans here. Okay. All right, so the plans are here under Tuesday, okay? And they should also be, let me publish this. They should also be right here as well. So when you open the quiz, there should be a copy of the plans here as well, because all the questions have to do with the current portion of the plans we're working on. Okay, so you guys have a quiz to do. Go ahead and do that. Once you've taken the quiz, make sure your name is in the chat and you're welcome to take off. Tomorrow's hump day. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for being here and take care of yourselves and look forward to seeing you tomorrow. I will be here until the end of class, so you can always ask questions or something like that if you need to, okay? All right, folks, quiz away. And I'm gonna move this camera while you're quizzing. It's not the easiest thing in the world to do. There's like a whole bunch of stuff. All right, camera. Oh, too old for this. Come on, you silly thing. Try not to. Okay. Remember, if you guys have a question, you're welcome to ask a question, okay? No problem. Ouch.
should work.